Okay, nothing.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Ed Parcaut here with Mike Kelly, Real Estate Jerky Daily, and we have a couple things to talk about. Average credit card issues, 6,492. Average APR on credit cards right now is 25%.
Ooh.
Yeah, so average person has 6,400 in debt. I don't know of any average person I've seen on their credit report recently. I've seen some above average.
A little bit, they're above average.
Yeah. And then I was trying to help a guy yesterday who's getting transferred for work. I'm just going to say that part of it. Ran his credit. And when you have a home and you're going to go buy another home, don't have a late on your mortgage recently.
No, you don't want that. That's going to screw things up for you.
For a whole year, 12 months. If you want to get late on something, get late on your credit card.
Right.
It'll still mess with the FICO score, but it won't mess with you that way. Anyway, so yeah, he's kind of going to be SOL. He's going to have to rent for a while.
That sucks. That's too bad.
Yeah.
I had a client do that too. I had no clue and pulled the report, and I didn't pull the report, but the lender said, "Oh gosh, she's got 3 lates in a row, and the last one was this month."
Yeah, this was a 60-day. Well, I also know this company they're with had a problem transferring internally. So I'm going to have them call the company and see if there was just a mess up on their side with the transfer. Because when your thing's being transferred, you're not supposed to be reported late at all.
Oh,
because it could be their fault.
Yes.
All right.
The money was there, but
the Dow's up 40 to 46,000. So it's up 159, 160.
Yeah, we were looking at that earlier today.
Feds lowered rates yesterday, which everybody was like, hey, and I was like, damn.
Yeah.
What's going to happen next?
So what happened?
Well, bond market sold off yesterday about 15, 17 basis points. And then this morning we're down rates. So yesterday's rates got worse about 17 basis points. Today we got worse 10 basis points right now.
Okay.
Here's the easy way to figure. The long bond, the 10-year bond yesterday went down to 3.99.
Okay.
Now it's at 4.09.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Went the wrong way. It's been as high as 4.13 today.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah. Again, the question is, why is this happening? Well, the report that came out today was the initial jobless claims.
Yeah.
Fell 33,000 to 231,000, beating the expectations of 240,000. The strong data helped fuel the bond sell-off today, of course. And then the continuing claims are down 7,000 to 1.92 million, still elevated, but signaling less ongoing stress in the labor market. What happened last year at this time?
Well, they
lowered, and what happened? The job market was resilient and
Yes.
kept going. This suggests that we have a resilient job market, even as the Fed signals a pivot. This is complicating the path moving forward, and this is what we've been talking about. You can't wait for rates to get better. You can't wait. If you need to move, if you need to buy, you just need to do it now and stop worrying about it.
Yeah.
Because it's this right now. If we get worse again, it will just destroy the housing market.
There were so many people that were waiting, sellers included, that were saying, my house is going to sell right after the Fed lowers the interest rate. You know, that doesn't affect the long-term interest rates. Well, that did, but adversely.
Yeah. I said, they usually they're usually on the same street, but going in two different directions.
Yeah. So this isn't really pumping air into the buying market.
No, not right now. It's not.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a difference of an eighth in a rate better, before the Fed was doing better. And then now we've gotten rid of about an eighth in the market.
Yeah.
It's not a huge change, but rates are, so we're not, I don't see us getting back up to 7, but I don't see us getting below 6.
Below 6.
Not unless we have some worse numbers coming out in the next couple of weeks when we have more jobs weeks.
Yeah.
And inflation showing better. It's just, there's too many things going on right now. It seems like it's been 4 years. I'm sorry to say this, but it's only been 8 months that Trump's been in, but everything that's going on. I mean, even to finally people getting, and this is, I believe in freedom of speech, but when you say certain things that are really ridiculous, you should have to pay for them. My dad he said, there's freedom of speech in the United States, but you have to be willing to pay for it.
Yeah. Stand up to what you said.
Right. And so that's
accept the
what's his name got fired yesterday.
Who? Oh, Dip Dumb.
Which one? Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, because what he said about the thing, it's ridiculous. You
Yeah.
don't know that for a fact. You can't make the FCC. It's the same thing when we're on radio. If we accidentally cuss,
We're in trouble.
they'll cancel us.
Yeah.
If our producer doesn't catch it.
Well, thank God we've got an illustrious producer.
Yeah,
who
but
usually
because
catches
we've
that
had a
stuff.
couple of times where we slipped.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a bad one, but I had a lady on yesterday at Inter Edison, and she says, I'm going to cuss. And she said, damn. I'm like, you must be really religious if you think that is the cuss word. And she was.
She said, jackass.
Yeah. I see. So we never got rid of that comment, or is that the same comment?
Not the same one.
Okay.
Different account, but same thing.
All right. We just need to delete it.
All of a sudden, I'm hungry.
Well, didn't you have breakfast?
No.
Did you get breakfast to go?
No, they didn't. They didn't do it. So they must not do it for Christine.
No, they don't. I'm sure she says I don't need it. I don't eat
it
in the morning. All right, did it? So everybody's because markets are looking forward.
Yeah.
They're really worried about what's going to go happen with the unemployment. I know I talked about it, but I want to make sure we looked at that. Do we care about who? There was one person who didn't want to do anything. One person wanted to do way more than what they did yesterday with the Fed. Mm-hmm. And of course, the new guy is the one that wanted for 50 basis points.
You want to come in here and just stir things up.
Well, it would have really messed up the market if they did that.
Yeah.
Or that would have signaled there's a weaker market. But then with the initial jobless claims coming out today, and then we kind of mess it up. Now, the only caveat to that is there something last week that could have caused this? The problem is I took off Monday, so I feel like there was a holiday, even though there wasn't a holiday. Was there a holiday the week before?
Yes.
So that could have messed up the unemployment numbers.
Yeah.
So we won't really know until next week. That's why I'm not really worrying about this right now. I have some people who are, wanting to wait and lock afterwards. And now no matter what you tell them, they don't listen to you.
What did you say?
What I mean is I have people who, yeah, exactly. Thank you. They don't, you try to help them and give them reasons why they shouldn't wait and all this kind of other stuff.
Right.
But
they're scared.
Yes.
They're scared that
but they're not scared enough
to.
Yeah, they're too scared to make a mistake, so they do nothing.
Right.
And that is making a mistake.
Right.
The act of doing nothing is doing something.
We say this all the time, every day. So I'll have
numbers tomorrow.
Illustrious numbers for the state tomorrow.
Okay. I won't.
And
I'll just have normal stuff.
And we'll see if this thing settles down a little bit today. I doubt it'll settle down until next week.
Yeah, we won't. This is again just a little blip. It could have been last time was even worse.
Yeah.
I mean, we were so far ugly the next day. It was ridiculous.
I remember that day.
So again, what we try to say is when the Fed's going to cut rates, it's already built into the interest rates before the Fed does it. And then when the Fed does it, it goes completely higher. That's just how that works.
It is.
Because they look at what they say, what they do, all those things.
Yeah.
All right. That's all I have for today. I told you there wasn't much. Initial jobless claims. Yeah, that was it. And what the Fed did.
Yeah.
And everybody knew that because it was all over the place.
Well, and it's funny how many people were out there saying they're going to meet today and things are going to get so much better. And I kept saying, well, that's a possibility they don't. Yeah,
well, that's just, again, we are doing conforming loan limits now at 819,000 versus the 806,500. We are now at 819. That's just us, not everybody. Also doing, so that includes the VA.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
VAs are good loans.
Yes, they're excellent loans. All right.
All right, kids.
Have a great day, and I'll talk.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, we will.
Bye.
All right. Bye.